Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Rise of Empires Ice and Fire with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for all your previous views, likes, comments on my previous videos. I really appreciate it. And it inspires me to do a little bit more, which is great. Today I want to talk a little bit about general strategy, specifically my general strategy in how to play and get ahead in this game. But before we do that, I do want to mention that this is a game with micro purchases. This is a game with in-app purchases. This is a game that is effectively a little bit play to win. While I do not pay any money to win, a lot of players do, and a lot of players spend quite an enormous amount of money on this. And that means they will always be ahead. The game is not as bad as some can be, where the people who pay are incredibly far ahead, but they will always be ahead. It is very hard to catch up to somebody who is going to spend $100 a week, €1,000 a month, etc. And I promise you that there are people who pay that much, and that's fine. That's their decision, and they will, they make their own financial decisions themselves. However, there is still, I believe, a way to be competitive in the game without paying any money. But it might not be for everyone, because the game is grindy, and the game is designed to make you want to spend money. If you pop up here to the little button there, this is full of things. So this is 225 crowns for this. What's the next one? 115 crowns. This is all Swedish crowns. It's roughly 22 euros. 5 euros, 110 euros. Yeah, so there's all of these things, and the game is designed, and you can see here there's 20 or 30 different bundles that you can buy. There's every little bit of the game is monetized. So I mean, you can spend the money, but I don't see that any of it is actually worth it or will increase your enjoyment that much. You will just have to grind a bit. So now you can see I'm a level 19 player. I've been playing on this province, I think about 2 weeks after the province itself started, or this world started, or this server started, etc. But in this province, if we scroll out, I reckon I came on about 2 weeks after some of the initial players had come on. I could tell that because some of the players were already, at level 12 and 15, whereas I was starting at level 1, which was fine. And it's very easy to level up quite quickly, just by focusing on following the game tutorial, and I think in my first or second video on this series I did that, so you can go back and check on that one, and if you do that you can get leveled up quite fast. But my general strategy is a non-attacking strategy, so that might sound weird for a game that is effectively a kind of war game, but I believe, and especially during events and seasons like Clash of Province and Reign of Chaos, which we're currently in right now, I believe the benefits from attacking are outweighed by the benefits from resource gathering and monster killing. In my view, you get better benefits from there. Let's just take a quick look. So let's say I'm a level 19. If I was able to find a unshielded level 18 or something, someone close to an equivalent to me, who was in an alliance that is not currently in a NAP with us. So a NAP is a non-aggression policy, which is hard to find on any server that goes for a little while, more than 2 or 3 months. You will find that most of the top alliances are going to be in a NAP. So I can't attack this guy here because he's an alliance we are kind of allied with at the moment. Even if I wanted to attack him, let's have a quick look. He's at 1.3 million power. I could probably defeat him. I'm a little bit better than that. He's had quite a few battles and he's not doing too bad, but he's not going to be super strong. So I could probably kill him. I'm not going to gain that much hero XP from killing him. What I'm trying to do, as I guess, is to gather or steal or loot his resources. However, because he's in an alliance, he has got some form of resource protection, and we can see that if we go into here in the technology, there is resource protection stuff. So we currently have a resource protection cap of 500,000. So 500,000 of the resource is protected. There are other ones here further down. There's another one here, resource protection, which increases it by another 500,000, I think. So at the very least, 500,000 of every bit of his resource, these ones up here at the top, are untouchable. Okay, now if I am raiding someone for resources, I am looking for probably two of the most important ones, which are wood, which you will need enormous amounts of, and I guess metal, which you will also need enormous amounts of. Food, by the point I'm at in the game, food generates quite quickly. So you can see here I have 18.5, no, I have, sorry, it's here. I have 26.2 million. I've spent a little bit over the last few days, but that should be enough to last me quite a while, and that'll keep on increasing every day anyway. Food, I'm not so worried about. Ale, definitely not worried about. It's only very good for trading, selling off basically. Wood, as you can see, I'm only at 1.6 million. I spent an enormous amount today. I need that to heal my cavalry troops. I need that to fuel my furnaces that make the charcoal. I also need that to upgrade the iron storage, the marble storage, the stables, which trains the cavalry, all require enormous amounts of wood in order to upgrade. So this, I think the next upgrade I'm planning, I need 22 million wood here, so that's what I need. Charcoal I don't need. That's easy enough to trade for or to make with the wood and just to run it roughly. Marble, I'm not doing too bad at the moment, but you know, it's easy enough to get. And metal, I'll need a bit more for the next upgrade. But anyway, I attack this guy. If he has similar to what I've got up here, I'm not going to be able to get anything. I might get a little bit of metal if I'm lucky, but he's bound not to have over 500,000 in wood just sitting around. I'm not going to get that. So maybe I'm getting 200,000, 300,000 of metal, maybe a couple 100,000 of marble. That's it, and a little bit of XP. Maybe some kills, so my kill count goes up, which is also a good thing, and that, you know, kind of helps you to rank a little bit higher. But that's all I'm getting if I'm lucky. So if I'm lucky enough to find a high enough level player, which will have enough resources, unprotected, in an alliance that is not currently in a non-aggression pact with my alliance, I might get lucky. You're not going to get lucky. You're not going to get lucky enough times of the day in order to produce the stuff that you need. So my view is that fighting or raiding is overrated, and it's only fun when you are trying to, say, win a competition, i.e. Clash of Province, which is coming up on the weekend. What is it? Whoops, it's here, isn't it? There should be on Saturday, Crush Your Enemies. That's a good fun. Going, killing as many people as I can, getting points for this. These points then give me more resources in these chests. I win stuff for our alliance, etc., etc. That's beneficial. Just generally trying to raid on a day-to-day basis, I cannot make the sums work. It just doesn't work in my head. Unless you're lucky enough to have whole alliances that, you know, you can war with and not see the repercussions of fighting them every day. Because the repercussions are, if you're fighting constantly with another alliance, neither of you are going to grow enough. Other one is either going to decimate the other one, and they're not going to exist anymore. They'll join other bigger alliances, or you're going to be too equal, and you're just going to hurt each other every day, and nobody's going to gain anything. So, my view is, and this is what I do every day, is to send my legions out in order. Last thing I do before I go to bed is I send them all for gathering, so that they bring back the things I need. That is usually wood and metal. You can see I've got two guys up here. I've actually got one guy getting some marble because I wanted to do an upgrade with marble later, but nearly always wood and metal. They'll be gathering overnight in these resource plots that I build just before bedtime. First thing in the morning, I will call them all back, and if this ever loads up, I will call them all back, and they'll all come back here, and then they should all have, at that point, first thing in the morning, 100 stamina, because they've been sitting at a gathering point overnight. And what I will then do, first thing, is send one for National Quest. National Quest is very important. You do not see the benefits immediately. You really have to get to quite a high level in National Quest in order to see the benefits, and I'll do another video on this at some other point. But because I'm a farmer, and I would always suggest everybody is a farmer until late end game, I could send a guy right here. I've already done it, 1 out of 1, and he will go off for 4 hours, and he will gather lots of resources and fulfill points for the national quest. This then increases here my points in the class manual, and this gets me, yep, you can see here, this gets me other benefits. I can use cards, blah 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 blah, blah, but that's a different video. Yeah, so one guy goes straight off, does a national quest. My other guys, and I have 4, so my 3 other guys, I immediately come over here near our Alliance Center 2 is where I usually do this. Up here I hold some level 7 tiles. I will immediately strategy, special training. You see I can get 2.5 honor, 1000 honor, and I get 9,000 hero XP. March. Who can I send? Let's send this guy. Yep, and he's going to go do some special training. It's a good way of earning both the honor points needed for the Reign of Chaos and some XP, which I need in general to level up my heroes. The other guys, I will first start by attacking any whites or wits. I don't know what you call, how you pronounce it. I think it's whites. W-I-G-H-T. Barrow White, if you remember from the Lord of the Rings book. Oh no, The Hobbit. It was in The Hobbit, wasn't it? No, it was the Lord of the Rings. Started Lord of the Rings. Fellowship. You can see here I'm attacking, or I've just attacked, or no, somebody else is attacking this white. The whites are the best because they give not only Dragonite, not only Hero XP, but they also give a chance of refined materials plus other stuff. If we pop in here, we can see the last white I attacked. A level 10. So I got 60,000 marble, which is not a lot, but that's okay. I got 1 courage medal, which is absolutely fantastic and very, 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 very needed. I got some Dragonite, I got a piece of this stuff, and I got a piece of this stuff. All of these things I can use for other stuff. I also got 25,000 XP, which I'm pretty sure you don't get very easily unless you're lucky enough to kill a fellow player and kill 20 or 12,000 of their players without losing too many. You're not going to get 25,000 XP. It's just not going to happen. So I get this lovely loot, and let's check another one. It always is pretty good. Yeah, again, courage medal, which is fantastic. 64,000 medal, which is great. Let's have a look at another one. 57,000 wood, fantastic. Bit of rope, blah blah blah. All of these things are really, really useful. Attack at level 15 here. 40,000 XP, 40,000 XP for a level 15. Yeah, and I get all of this stuff as well. 100,000 or 95,000 food. Okay, that's really good stuff. Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. You're not going to get that, so you're getting the benefit not only of the XP. You're getting the benefit of a little bit of resources, somewhere between 60 and 100,000, depending on the level of the monster or wit you attack. And you are getting some bonus materials that you can use to construct new equipment. You only get the chance to attack the wits 10 times a day, I believe it is. So I've already completed all of mine, and I will start at the start of the day by sending my biggest guy to attack any level 15s, then 14s, then 13s. My other guys can handle about level 11s, so they'll take out all the level 11s in the area. Once I've done that, I will then make my way down the kind of list. So there's 4 or 5 types of monsters. So there's this Wit Knight who provides marble, XP, and Dragonite fragments, and you want to attack over level 10, yeah, because this Wit Knight doesn't provide the Dragonite fragments. It's only the XP and the marble. So always attack over level 10s if you can. So this guy does the marble. Then you have the Son of Forest, who provides wood. Okay. You have the White Troop, or Wit Troop, who provides food. And you have the Tundra Wolf, who provides iron. In my view, as soon as I finish killing off these main wits or whites, I will then start attacking the forest guy, because I always need wood. Then I will attack the metal guy, which was the knight, yeah. Then I will attack the marble guy, which was one of the other ones, and then I will attack the food guy finally, which is somebody else. I'll do it in that order. Yeah, I will also at the same time start a rally on a level 10 undead giant. So let's have a look and see in here if we've got a report. It'd be here, monster attack report. My troops rally Wit King level 10, and there's only level 10 Wit Kings in the area. I don't think they're level 15. I don't think they exist. For this we got fantastic rewards, so make sure you do this every day or join in somebody else's rally, as long as you do one. I always attack the level 10 undead giant because the level 15, so this is what I get for level 10, is food, scroll, XP, gems and speed ups. A level 15 will give you gold here, it won't give you the XP. I like the XP, even though you will get a bit more, you get a slightly more gold than you would get food here. I really want the XP, so I always attack a level 10 undead giant as well. So just to repeat that, first thing in the morning, one of my guys is going off to do national quest, one of my guys is starting some special training, my other guys are starting to clean up in order the wit monsters, then the one who provides wood, the one who provides metal, the one who does marble, and then the one who finally provides food, as well as completing 2 rallies, one against a undead giant level 10 and one against a what are they called, Wit King level 10. Yeah, that should take me probably about, I don't know, it takes me a little bit to come over to this side. It's about 10-15 minutes walk, so that takes me usually a couple of hours to get all that done. At that point some of my guys will be losing their stamina, and then I'll send them out for gathering. So some of them will go to gathering, some of them will keep on going with special training, then some will come back from gathering, and then just constantly throughout the day things are going off to gather, back to special training, or back to attacking if I've still got some monsters to kill. That's my strategy. Now, I'm not going to say that's right. I am going to say that that's what has got me to level 19 fastest than in the previous playthroughs I've had of this game. I am about 4 days off being level 20. I've had tier 7 troops for, I think it's 2 weeks now, about 2 weeks ahead of anybody else in my alliance, and I play with some fantastic people who are very smart and play this game very strategically, and I was still the first to get to level 19 and the first to get T7 troops. That said, some of them are stronger than me now because they spent more time. So if we look, and this is pretty cool, like Forpay and Zavitoig, they have spent a lot of time on maxing out their legion numbers. So while I might have had the stronger legion to start, this guy has, like, 200,000 more troops than me in each legion. So now he's getting tier 7 troops. He could kick my ass any day. But for about a week and a half I was top dog. But that's his strategy, is to go that way, and that's a different sort of thing as well. So this is strategy about what I do on a daily basis with my legion. There is another element of strategy about what you do in order to increase your legion's might, and I might do a separate video on that. Again, I'm not the best at that. I run this a little bit slower than I could. I think this should be up where at about 130,000 troops should be able to fit in here now if I'd played the strategy in terms of hero development a little bit better, but that's another video. But so just in general, I just want to recap. I'm suggesting this because in my calculations and in my view, unless you're going to pay enormous amounts of real life money to this game, you're going to have to do a bit of grind, and the best way to do that grind is not to focus on attacking other players, because you're just going to be spending constant time trying to find, and you're actually going to be constantly getting into fights, and all it will take is one time when you are not shielded, or you attack the wrong guy who then decides to destroy your alliance or to destroy you constantly. You could lose everything that you spent all that time building up. Now, my strategy is about I'm playing a little bit of the long game by focusing on getting the benefits from these monsters, which is what the game wants you to have. I'm hoping that I will level faster, I will be able to get to some of the higher level tier troops faster, and if I can, then I do have a chance against some of these guys who have spent 1,000 euros on maxing out their stuff and they're already 3 or 4 levels ahead of me, and they've got everything. By that point, yeah, I can catch up to them, and there's not much further for them to go. Yeah, there is a kind of upper limits, and it starts to become about percentages. Yeah, 1 or 2% better. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's what I think. I'm hoping that a lot of my people in my alliance watch this video, because I do talk a lot about this and about how I feel the best way to play the game is, and we get a lot of questions about this. But if you have any questions, please ask me below. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to find me. This is State 71. My name is Mr. Gill. You can kind of see somewhere, or you could probably search around and find me. There we go, X1. There we go. I'm not too worried about giving away my location. I am usually shielded for any kill events, or I'm going off to kill people myself. So I'm not too stressed or not too worried. But please feel free to send me a message, ask me any questions you like, or do so in the comments below. I really appreciate it, and I'm here to help. Otherwise, I will catch you next time. Cheers, bye.